everyone, it's Sue. I hope you guys grabbed yourself a drink, that you're sitting down and that you're getting ready to see what's for dinner at the Molten Home. So as you know, we canceled because of a snowstorm, so I am just going to cook for you. Actually, I'm going to cook for my new daughter-in-law. Logan's here, and we're having a movie night. We're going to subject her to The Matrix because that is my all-time favorite movie, and she's never seen it. So I'm going to cook a veggie pizza for my daughter, and I'm going to cook actually a black bean burger that I made a whole bunch up in advance and have frozen, and then I'm going to cook regular burgers for my husband and I, some veggies. I'm going to spiralize some zucchini so that I can show you guys what I'm going to do. I'm going to be putting it into some chicken soup. I'm going to do chicken noodle soup, but I'm going to do zucchini noodles. So, hey Nancy, hey Missy, we got a couple people coming on, so I just thought I would just talk about a couple of the tools as we get going, and then I can show you what I'm making. So the first tool, she says, thanks for doing this. You're welcome, Missy. So make a blast on your regular Facebook page too. Same with you, Nancy. If people want to see what's going on with the Pampered Chef, they can jump on and see what's new. So we're going to start with our microwave popcorn maker because you can't have movies without popcorn, right? So this was so popular that the only complaint we had was that it wasn't big enough. This is a 5-cup capacity. And so Pampered Chef actually came out with a 12-cup. And let me tell you why we love it so much. First of all, it's collapsible. So if you've got somebody who is in college, you can mail this flat to them with some popcorn. They're going to love it. I always joke, too, that this is probably the right size cereal bowl for them in college. And there's no chemicals. Unlike microwave popcorn that you buy at the store, all that yellow slime that's at the bottom of those bags are not good for you. So you're just going to fill this cap with popping corn like Pop Smart or Orville Redenbacher, and you're going to pour it into here. You're going to put the cap back in there. You notice that there were holes in it, so if you want to put butter, you can. There's instructions on how long it takes with butter. And then the most important part is that when you put it in your microwave, that you put it to the edge so that it goes around like this and not just spins in the center like that. So what I did was I made a huge batch in advance of kettle corn, and the recipe for kettle corn is on my website, which is pinned at the top of this event, www.pamperedchef.biz, biz/Suze with an S, cooking. And so I made a bunch of this, and this is made with coconut oil, salt, and sugar, and then I can put it in here when we go to watch our movie, and we're going to pop it in my microwave. It takes about 2 minutes and 40 seconds. So the most important thing is the first time you use it in your own microwave, you want to stand by the microwave and listen for the popping. So our garlic press, we have 3 or maybe even 4 garlic presses. My husband and I use garlic at just about every meal because it's so good for you. So we can't stand waiting for it to come out of the dishwasher. So we have extra garlic presses. I just started peeling my garlic because I'm starting to have arthritis in my thumbs. But you don't need to peel your garlic with a Pampered Chef garlic press. You can put it in here with the skin and just squeeze, and the garlic will come right out for you. And then there's what I call a Barbie hairbrush. It's a little tool that looks like a Barbie hairbrush. And with that tool, what you can do is it'll scoop on one end and it'll pull the garlic skin out of the hopper here. You'll just be able to scrape it out. And then the other part is for cleaning the holes before you put it in the dishwasher. And you are probably wondering why I am crushing a ton of garlic into this oil here. And the reason being is I am going to use garlic oil as my base on my pizza rather than using a red sauce. So if you want to try something new, or you want to do like a chicken dish on your pizza, you might do that as well. And so I just want it to soak a little bit before I get ready to do my pizza. So I'm just going to let it steep in the garlic oil. And you'll notice that I have our silicone. She has 2 too. Nancy does. Yeah, you got to have more than one. I agree. You've got to have the silicone basting brush. If you've had the old horsehair ones, I hate those because as soon as they go in the dishwasher, the glue loosens up, and then you're basting your chicken and like little pieces of horsehair ends up on your chicken. It's disgusting. So we're going to let that sit for a little bit. And I'm going to move on to a couple other tools that I want to teach you. So first of all, we're going to saute some onions, some peppers, some Brussels sprouts, some broccoli. I already did some mushrooms before we started. So I want to give you a couple tips. First of all, new knives. First time in 10 years, Pampered Chef has updated their knife block set. We're really thrilled with it. The actual chef's knife came in first in class amongst Wusthof, Hinkle, Cutco. It starts sharper and stays sharper. She says she also uses her silicone brush a lot. Missy does. I agree. So what they did is they wanted you to be able to see that our knife is full shaft. So the metal goes straight through. It is one solid piece. It is not riveted at the edge piece here. It's one solid piece of metal. It's German steel. It's the grade of the steel that really makes the knife. I'm using the Santoku knife. That's the one that has the little pockets on it. Creates air holes so that when you're cutting things like summer squash, zucchini, potatoes, it doesn't stick to the knife as much. It has a nice paca wood handle that is very popular in knife making now. And what I like about these knives over the older ones is it's a little bit skinnier. So for a female hand, it's very comfortable to hold. You want to make sure you use your loser fingers so you don't lose a finger and you actually pinch the blade. So you don't hold your knife back here, but you choke up on your blade and you actually pinch the blade either here or to your first knuckle, depending upon which knife that you have. So you'll notice that my finger is pinching the blade, but it is not near the blade at all. It's safe. And the other thing you want to know about a knife is that when you're using a knife, the handle of the knife should be aligned with your hand. It should not be off sideways like this. You shouldn't be cutting this way. It should be an extension of your hand when you're cutting. So I'm going to do a little tip for you. A lot of people, when they cut bell peppers, they cut around the seed ball. Really what you want to do is you want to just cut a little bit of the bottom, and then you're going to break it open, because then you can access the seed ball with your thumb. And look, this is all that got lost, is just the seed ball. Everything else is all intact. So you can do a lot of peppers quickly this way, and it makes it really easy to get to the inside without losing any of your pepper. So now we're going to use our quick slice. I've been using this a lot lately. This has serrated blades that come to a point. They're V-shaped and they're perfect for things like peppers. So if you're doing a large veggie tray or a stir fry, you just literally chop and then you have perfect slices. And the reason we want perfect slices is when you're cooking, you want your peppers to be the same thickness. Otherwise, some are going to be slimy and some are going to be hard. Now, we're going to dice this because we're going to put this on a pizza, right? So we're just going to take those slices and put them back into the quick slice, and we're going to rock it back and forth again, and now we have diced peppers. So I'm going to do the other one as well because I think we'll probably use both of them on the pizza. But let me tell you a little bit about what else this can be used for. If you like avocados on your chicken salad, if you like egg salad, you can slice your eggs. If you want to slice Sara Lee pound cake, you can slice it in two little sections and make beautiful strawberry shortcakes. I am going to now, by the way, I'm making a dessert for everybody because we have more people coming over for dessert and movie night. So for dessert, we're going to take our stainless mesh colanders. They nest inside each other. They actually come as a set of 3. Gotta love these. One of the things I like about them is that it has this solid round ring. I don't know if any of you guys have ever had one of the ones that have the 3 legs on it, and then one leg breaks, and so your spaghetti is like this, and as soon as you put it into the sink, all your spaghetti falls into your sink. So it's not going to happen. You've got a good solid piece on the bottom of that. So I am going to actually do the same thing with the strawberries. So maybe you're making a sangria tonight. Maybe you're going to use our pancake shaker bottle. Look at how fast and easy that is. And you're going to make homemade pancakes on Saturday morning. And then you're going to use our whipped cream maker, which I'll show you too. And you're going to do homemade whipped cream, and you're going to do pancakes for your kids. And now everybody's going to give you a little parade. So I'm going to actually stick more of them on here because we are going to make a Nutella pizza with fresh strawberries and powdered sugar on top for dessert. So let's see. You guys give a shout out. Okay, so we got Kathy on too. Welcome, Kathy. Give a shout out. I'd love to hear what your favorite Pampered Chef product is. You must have something in your kitchen that you're like, I just can't live without it, or that you use regularly. So type in what your favorite product is while I'm finishing up my strawberries. I'd love to hear from you guys. Okay. I'm a bit behind, Kathy says. It's okay, Kathy. When I'm done, I'm going to post this so you'll be able to catch the beginning part of our demo. I'm making it's called All Things Pizza. This is going to be one of my classes that I'm doing. So I'm actually doing a dinner pizza and I'm doing a dessert pizza. So the next tool I want to show you is our Simple Slicer. I use this a ton. We did discontinue the mandolin. The mandolin had multiple blades. This is just a Simple Slicer with 3 settings on it. Thin, thicker, and thickest. Ceramic pan. All right. Food shopper. Good. And the most important part about the Simple Slicer is the food guard. You must always use the food guard if you are using this tool. If you are part of my team, they have to say it 3 times because safety is a huge factor here. As long as you're using the safety factor, the safety guard on it, you will not get cut. So anything that you can poke onto these little metal prongs, anything you can poke on that, you can slice. So I am going to put Brussels sprouts on this prong because I like Brussels sprouts. You can put carrots, you can put zucchini, you can put potatoes, tomatoes, you name it. And the key with the Simple Slicer is you want to get a good rhythm. And I put my hand in the center until the top piece hits the plastic, and then I move it to the top because this piece has to push all the food all the way through the hopper down here. So you have to make sure that your hand's at the top. So now I've got sliced Brussels sprouts that I'm going to saute with my onion. So speaking of onion, I'm going to go ahead and put the safety guard back on. I'm going to take my quick slice and I'm going to go ahead and slice that onion up as well. And again, speed is your friend. Getting a good rhythm makes it so that it'll slice it all right up. And you'll notice that there's no leftover. It's all completely sliced up into these beautiful rings. So if you're doing like an apple pie, or something like that, this would be a great tool. Oh, let me finish up those Brussels sprouts. This would be a great tool to slice because you can core your apple pie and then all of your slices are exactly the same thickness. So A, you can fit more apples into your pie, and B, everything cooks. Again, it's all about everything cooking evenly on it, because if it cooks evenly, then you're not going to bite into your apple pie and have something crunchy. Oh, I forgot. I should always cut the onions last, because my eyes are going to start watering. I'm going to start crying, girls. Ah! This happened last time I was doing this, and Katie and I were crying just hysterically while we were doing the demo because neither one of us could see. So I got to get this over to a pan before I melt down. So you'll notice I'm using our flexible cutting mat, so I'm going to be able to dump and pour here. You guys are going to have to be with me in a sec. All right. Whew. Marvelous. Thank you, Logan. She was helping me. So my mascara is going to be all over me because I'm going to be just crying. So we're going to put this in the sink. And we're going to move on to our zucchini. So forgive the tears. Golly. All right. Mental note. Definitely do onions last. Woo! Hope you guys like crying. All right. So spiralizer. Anybody out there on the spiralizer, give a shout out. Where are your onion goggles? Yeah, onion goggles. That's what I need. Holy smokes. So spiralizer, love our spiralizer. It's gravity fed. It's not like what you buy in the market and you have to lean into it to slice it. Has 3 different blades. So the first blade is already on the spiralizer at the bottom. It does a, we call it a ribbon blade. And so it can make these beautiful potatoes that can go around a roast and just garnish it beautifully. The second blade actually gets inserted into the back, and it's a pin blade, and it has zucchini or spaghetti, so fettuccine or spaghetti size blades, and all you do is you cut your zucchini or your sweet potato or your beets, I bought beets today, into about 4-inch slots, and you just stick it on here and push down. If you're using a sweet potato, you definitely want the wide end to be at the top. So you just want to go ahead and put an open hand here and go around and around and around. Oh, let me turn it so you guys can see. Sorry, as I'm crying everywhere. It's so sad to have to cook these vegetables. So we're making fettuccine zucchini. Now, I priced this at the grocery store. And to buy pre-made zucchini, it was $3.50. To buy all this was $2, I believe. $2.06 or something like that. So the difference is when you buy that spiralized zucchini, A, it's already started to dry out because they've spiralized it and it's not in its natural form. B, they probably spiralized, and I'm not joking, one zucchini, so probably $1 worth, and they're charging you $3.50 for it. Because, as you can see, this pile here, and we should put this in a measuring cup so I can see. So we have our measuring cups here. We have 3 cup, 2 cup, and a 1 cup measuring bowl, okay? So let's see how much one skinny, and we're talking a skinny zucchini. I mean, these are not fat ones that you grow this summer, but yeah, it's over 2 cups of zucchini for one zucchini. So again, I'm using the zucchini tomorrow in my chicken noodle soup. You'll notice that I'm pulling these little discs that come out of the spiralizer. What I suggest you do is you take a freezer bag, and in your freezer you put your little ends of your potatoes and put your ends of your zucchini and summer squash in there, and if you dice them, they're the perfect thickness for when you're making chicken noodle soup or a vegetable soup, or if you're boiling down some broth and you need some vegetables for that, or you could just do a breakfast stir fry. So I do when we're eating healthy. We've not been eating healthy lately, I should tell you. We've been eating a lot of ice cream lately. But when you're eating healthy, you can use all of those in your stir fry. So 1.5 zucchini makes 3 cups, and you are paying a ton for that at the grocery store. All right, so I'll finish this up later because my soup is not happening until tomorrow. So let me go on to tell you what else we have. We have our manual food processor. You're gonna love my manual food processor. Great idea for leftovers, thanks. Manual food processor has 3 blades. The 3 blades spin at different heights so that when you're cutting herbs, I have spinach in here. When you're cutting herbs, the more you chop, the finer it becomes. So if you like your salsa and you like it to be chunky, you're definitely going to just chop it a little bit if you like it more fine. So I shredded this spinach. So it's a nice chopped spinach, and the cup capacity is 3 cups with a silicone base. So when it's on your counter, see, it's not going anywhere. It's not going to slide. These 2 pieces are dishwasher safe. Safety tip. Remember, I'm all about safety. Put this in the dishwasher first, put the cover on top of it, over it, so that if somebody's unloading the dishwasher, they don't knock their fingers against the blade. The next is when we do our pizza, we're going to add fresh basil to it, and this is our herb mill. Gotta love this. I used it for cilantro the other day. Last night I used it for thyme on potatoes, red potatoes. So you take the bottom piece off, there's a little ball that's in here, and you shake the ball, which pushes your herbs down into the grinder, and then it chiffonades. It makes like little strips of herbs. So we're going to add that to the top of my pizza when we're almost done. So now we are going to transfer over to the other side of the kitchen, and I hope you guys can see me okay over here. So let me tell you what we're cooking. So stainless steel cookware. So we have nonstick cookware and we have stainless cookware, and you need both. And you might be going, why do I need both types of cookware? So stainless cookware is how you can caramelize onions, how you can do your roux and things like that you want to get some little burnt on bits. I'm going to switch these around. If you want to get some burnt on bits, when you are making a gravy, you can't get that with nonstick because it doesn't stick to the bottom of your pan. So stainless does have a purpose in your kitchen. Some people just love stainless. I love my nonstick. So we have both. And I'm going to be using both double burner grill pans, and I'm going to tell you why. Let's see, front and rear. So, single burner grill pan, double burner grill pan. I'm going to bring you guys a little bit closer. Let's see. Let's see if you can see me here. You're traveling with my tripod, so hang in there. La 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 la. Here's my stainless steel mixing bowl that has my mushrooms that I already did. Do you mind grabbing that? Thank you. So here we are, girls. Let's see if we can do. Yeah, I'm turning it down so you can see my pans. All right. So, all right, good. You can see me. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about what we've got going on here. So, non-stick cookware, love it. The double burner grill pan and all of our cookware actually works on glass top stoves. That you should know that not all cookware works on glass top stoves. You really need to read manufacturing qualifications on that, because you can shatter your glass top stove if you don't have good cookware on it. So we are going to heat up the double burner grill pan with the panini presses in it on like a medium high. And then I'm going to use my oil spritzer. By the way, if you own Pampered Chef and you own either cookware or stoneware, you absolutely need to have a oil spritzer. Do not use Pam spray on your stoneware or cookware. It creates a gummy, filmy buildup that you can't get off your pans. It's terrible. So what do you do with this? Key is you tighten the cover and you fill it up to the line. There's a line here, and by the way, every product comes with a use and care card, so it tells you what you're supposed to do. And then you're pumping your own air into this, so no chemicals. You don't want that gummy stuff on your pans, because really it's hard. You can't get it off. I've tried. So once it gets hard, then you've pressurized it, and it's just whatever oil, canola, olive oil, grapeseed oil. And then depending upon what kind of oil you have in it, you can see that it just mists right out. If you have a heavy oil like an olive oil, it will come out more as a stream. And if you have a grapeseed, canola, or vegetable oil, it'll come out more as a spray. But you saw how misty this was, right? So here's the key for keeping your pan so that it doesn't get, your sprayer, so it doesn't get clogged. Burp it. You just got to burp it before you put it away. That's all you have to do, and that way it'll last. You can buy replacement parts. So FYI, if yours is clogged and you're thinking about throwing it away, don't. We can absolutely use a replacement part and fix it for you. So before I keep cooking, I'm going to do a little intermission. I'm going to grab some forms. I'm going to show you. I will post all of these, but there is a discontinued list coming out. I just posted this in the event. These are products that are no longer available come February 28th. The March 1st catalog will have different products in it. You will notice when you look at this that a lot of our cookware is on here, because they must be doing something new with the cookware, right? But I will tell you that the all-purpose pot, it's one of my favorite pots. It has a flat bottom, like a 12-inch skillet would, but it has the sides of a wok, so it's like two pieces that got combined together. That will not be available. It's coming out of the line, and I'm so sad, because I do my sweet potato chicken pad thai in it. It's got huge capacity. It's like 8 quart capacity. It's huge. So take a peek at the list, because some of the things are being redesigned and some are just leaving the line completely. The next thing you want to know is that when your order hits $75 or more, you're going to get a free knife in the month of January, so a free color-coded utility knife. The next special, if you want to host a catalog show in the month of January, we are having our double free bonus points month. So that means you can get twice as much for free once your show hits $650 than any other time of the year. So if you'd like to do an online Facebook or virtual show, we can do that. And if you'd like me to come and cook at your house, which I of course think you should, because there's no smell-o-vision, you know, you guys aren't getting to eat what I'm eating, you can pick February. And so February, I'm doing game day theme shows, I'm doing sip and dips, I'm doing fresh and healthy, I'm doing one-pot meals. So we got lots of fun themes that your friends haven't had before. And this is the rock crock. I will show you guys the rock crock here. I'll do one over here and do that so you guys can see. I'll post these on the page, but you can get the rock crock at 60% off. And so let me tell you why that's so amazing. So the rock crock is this lovely tool right here. There's a slow cooker stand, but the rock crock is either a 2.5 quart, or this one's the 4 quart Dutch oven. It is glazed ceramic. That means that this can go everywhere on all cooking surfaces. What do I mean? I mean high heat, like cast iron or stainless steel. You can put it on the stove top. You can cook just anything, bacon and eggs and soups and stews and chilies and casseroles. It can go into the oven. It can go under your broiler, so salmon or French onion soup, or I've got a fun s'more cake that you broil the marshmallows for. It can go in the microwave because it is not cast iron like the Le Creuset stuff that it weighs like 1,000 pounds before you even put food in it. It can go in the dishwasher. Hello, can somebody say hallelujah? And it cleans up like nonstick cookware. So it's like the best of both worlds. But my favorite part is this is a gift for your husbands, okay? You need Father's Day gift. You're going to buy one of these and you're going to stock it away and you're going to give it to them at Father's Day. Because this goes on your outdoor gas or charcoal grill. So every cooking surface, it's heat safe up to 752 degrees. So I have a friend that has one of those outdoor pizza ovens. So we even have Rock Crock grill stones. We have Rock Crock casserole dishes. We have Rock Crock 8-quart size. So we have a whole family of Rock Crocks now. And the slow cooker stand fits both the 2.5-quart everyday pan and the 4-quart Dutch oven. And we have a bunch of recipes for putting your food in here. You know, make and take kind of stuff. Just put in some spare ribs. Put in a can of root beer, you're good to go. Okay, so I'm putting my hand about 3 inches above the grill pan just to feel how it is for heat-wise. And so because I have a big burner and a small burner, I'm going to put the big burner a little bit cooler than the small burner. And gosh, I don't even know if we make these anymore. I think we make them in red. These are silicone mats. They're like pot holders that you can use to pick up stuff. I like them because they're the perfect size for putting your trivets on. So you lift this up and you put your trivet down. And so I just took a ball of pizza crust that I got at the grocery store and I stretched it out over one of our flexible cutting mats just for size purpose. I wasn't really sure how big I needed to make it, but I tucked the little corners around the mat so that it would stay stretched out. And I am going to, hang on just a second, I don't know where my other mat is, so I'm just going to move this here, put this here, and I am going to grill this for 4 minutes per side, and this is going to be our dessert pizza. And then I'm just going to go ahead and put burgers, a couple veggie burgers and a couple meat burgers in the, hold on, it's sticking to one side because it dried out a little bit while it was sitting there. Veggie burgers and meat burgers in the other grill pan so that it's cooking at the same time. So, stainless steel mixing bowl sets that I have my mushrooms in over here. Let me tell you about those. Those were something that my husband actually chose when he hosted his own show. And you're probably wondering, what? Let me tell you that story. So my husband wanted a professional knife, and I told him that if he wanted a knife, he needed to host a show and get the whole knife block set at 60% off. And he didn't think I was serious at first, but I explained to him that with Pampered Chef, this was the first year I was full-time with Pampered Chef, I told him that I could earn a trip to Spain, France, and Italy on a Mediterranean cruise if I hit a certain level, and that this was now a family business. And if he wanted to go to Spain, France, and Italy, he needed to get some guys to my house so that we could do pulled pork and chicken fajitas. So what a guy. He ended up getting 20 men here. We did do the pulled pork and the chicken fajitas, and I did take him to Spain, France, and Italy that year. So if you're interested in going to Hawaii, the Pampered Chef is offering a recruiting promotion this month. There's no better time to start Pampered Chef. It is half-price kit rebate, meaning you could start any 3 of the kits and you can get half back on them when you start in January and you qualify in your first 30 days. So it's really a great opportunity to give it a try. If you don't love it, you get to keep all the products in the kit. You get to get your commission. You get PC dollars, and you get half price back on your kit that you purchase, whichever kit you choose. Plus, there's more. I feel like I'm a game show host. January is when we're earning our spring product line. So if you start in January and you do your first show, you're going to get double free points as the hostess. You're going to get commission as the consultant, and you're going to earn spring product line. So if you do it for 30 days and you don't like it, you're going to have like probably $2,000 worth of products sitting in your kitchen that cost you either $109, $159, or $249, and then half that back once you qualify. So let me tell you about a couple new tools. So you've all seen the measure-all cups. They're fabulous. They come as 1 cup, 2 cup, and 3 cup capacity. But this new one is a 4 tablespoon, and this is perfect for solids like agave or honey or things like that. And you just push down the center, read the reds for solids, push it out, read the blue for liquids, and pour. And so this is great if you're a baker in the house. Other measuring cups, silicone pretzels. Gotta love these because this is how I melt my chocolate in the microwave. So you put your chocolate chips. I always put a little bit of oil in here too. And stay with me, folks, because I'm going to start actually grilling the burgers so that my husband can eat dinner since we're getting close to being done. So hang on just a sec. Add a little oil when you're cooking your chocolate. That keeps it from burning. And then when it's cooking, what you're going to do is you're going to just squeeze it. And that way you can tell if it's melted. And then it's got a pour spout. So if you're drizzling pretzel rods or something like that, you can use that. Okay, stoneware. We're going to talk about stoneware for a second. This is a pizza stone, and I'm using a pre-bought stone, like a boboli type of bread. But this stone is the white round stone, and you'll notice it has a little bit of an edge to it, and then it's only glazed on the handles. It's not glazed on the underneath, and it's not glazed on the sides. So what's great about this is that the moisture goes away from your chicken nuggets, french fries, tater tots, pizza, and it gives you a nice crisp crust. The edge makes it so that you can do an egg bake, you can do bacon or chicken in it, and the oils and the liquids are not going to pour off the side. So I love that we get a lot of use out of our pizza stones, and my daughter really likes it because she's tactile sensitive and she doesn't like the feel of stoneware. So the fact that just the handles are glazed is huge for her. So let me tell you about 2 more products, and then I think we'll wrap it up and I'll finish cooking for everybody and you guys can ask questions. Whipped cream maker, 30 seconds, homemade whipped cream. So apple pie, put a little Bailey's in it instead of vanilla, put it in your coffee, cream the mint, put it on your ice cream, put a little chocolate pudding mix in here and make an instant mousse. You fill up to the 1 cup line here, and vanilla and whipping cream, and that is all you need. Okay, here in just a sec, I gotta grab my tongs. Clean out of the dishwasher. Alright, so 4 minutes per side. Now typically when you are making a pizza, it takes at least 10 minutes to heat up your oven. Never mind the time it takes you to cook your pizza, right? So you want to cook about 4 minutes per side. Sometimes it's a little bit longer, but I don't know if you can see, I've already got grill lines starting on here, and then we're going to cook 4 minutes on the other side. And I need a timer because I cannot cook and talk. I gotta tell you, I might be number 34 in the country, but I joke. I never liked to cook when I was younger, and I learned to cook because I had kids and they wanted to eat. So you too can be a Pampered Chef consultant. I love it when people left me little GIFs on my my regular Pampered Chef page. Because on my birthday I asked them to send a picture of what I reminded them of, and there were all these funny Muppet cooking ones, but my favorite one was this little boy, and he was cooking, he was burning a burger, and his face was like, and he was like flipping this burger like, and I was like, that's totally me at a show. Like, I forget ingredients, I drop things on the floor. So this has been pretty good. I have not made any major disastrous things happening here yet. So I'm just going to finish up. I'm going to baste my olive oil and garlic on my pizza crust. I'm going to top it with my roasted vegetables and put a layer of cheese on top of that. I'm going to put fresh cherry tomatoes that I already sliced with that quick slice. We're going to cook up some burgers. We're going to have, fresh tomatoes. I'm going to slice fresh tomato with my beautiful knives. I'm just going to slice through it like butter. and then we're going to do our Nutella dessert. So if you guys have any questions, you want to see a specific product, you can just let me know. I'm just going to double check and see. Oh, she needs the glass bowls. Yes, so we have the batter bowls, plastic batter bowls that come with lids. You'll notice the new design has an open handle here so that they nest better inside. They also have this beautiful thumb hold. It's a little bit better, more comfortable design, and the pour spout's better. The lid is also dishwasher and microwave safe now, the new design. We also have stackable 3 bowls that go together, and we also have those silicone lids that go on top of them, which is great for keeping the environment green. You're not using saran wrap or aluminum foil, and they stretch. So sometimes you're prepping something, and you might have a bowl of your own that you don't have a lid for, so you can just use one of the sizes for that. How many minis did you just grill? Minis. Oh, grill the pizza crust. How many minutes? Okay, so it was 4 minutes. 4 minutes per side for the pizza crust. And you could do a regular cheese pizza on the stovetop faster than you can in your oven. And just think about in the summertime when you don't want to turn your oven on. You can do it on the stovetop, or you can actually do it out on your outdoor grill, because all of our cookware is oven safe up to 400 degrees. So you can cook, this has pour spouts on either corner. You can cook a roast in here with potatoes, carrots, and onions, and have all of the juice off of it to make a gravy. You can also do a lasagna in this pan because it is huge, the size of it. And I actually, the Thanksgiving a couple years ago that we lost power, I had all of my vegetables all roasted in the oven in here because I could turn and stir them pretty easily. Let's see what else we have. Let's see if there's any other questions. Missy's impressed that I'm multitasking because she knows me well. She's probably like, what is she burning? Now, I should confess, I will tell you that, and Logan will attest to it. Before you all got here, I had the vent going and my bathroom vent going because I wasn't paying attention, and I started to burn my lovely mushrooms. They're not burnt bad, but I started to burn my mushrooms, and I thought it was something in the oven. I'm like, what is going on? What is going on? Then I realized that the stovetop was what I was burning. So, you know, you can't get ready for a Facebook Live and have everything go perfectly, but on live it went good. So I will see you guys. Now, to order, there's a link up above. Use the link so that Missy gets credit for your order. If you order within the next 24 hours, by tomorrow night when I check online, if you've ordered, I'll add some bonus gifts in Missy's bag that she can give out to you guys, okay, for getting your orders in a timely manner. Share this link with all of your friends, and you can invite people to come to this event, even though the event's almost over. You can invite friends to come to the event and see what I've cooked, if they want to see different products. And if there's something you want to see when I'm watching my movie, I'll scroll down through the Facebook feed, and I'll post pictures of any of the products that we have in the catalog. I have videos on some of them. If there's something you want to see that I don't have or have not shown here. But I will definitely take pictures of dessert so you guys can see what we're eating. So thanks for joining us. Bye, guys.